Welcome back everyone to Lap of the World. I'm Richard, and that is one very dirty NSX. But it's a very dirty NSX sporting a new clutch, a new transmission, and that just made the 300-mile drive from Ohio to here without breaking a sweat. So I'm happy. But first things first, we do have some things to talk about with the NSX. But before we do any of that, she needs a bath. So I'm going to take care of that real quick, and then we'll get back and cover some bases. Much better. Now, allow me to do something very unusual for YouTube and get straight to the question in the title. And that is, how much did this whole debacle cost me? Well, the short answer is it cost this much. Now, for the version with real numbers, I'll refer in part to the invoice I have with me here and in part to my PayPal account. But first of all, with Source One Automotive, I'm on the hook for a new clutch, a new rear main seal, the labor to install those things, along with the labor to install the replacement transmission. Also, while they had everything apart and accessible, I had them address a couple of stripped bolt holes that were gifts to me from the car's previous owner. So all told, the bill was just shy of $3,000. Now, $1,900 of that was the OEM twin plate clutch. And that's actually less than I expected from Source One, given the level of expertise present at that shop. Now, because the NSX community is awesome, I also managed to get the replacement transmission out of a 1995 NSX for right around $2,000, which brings the grand total for this adventure to $5,000 and some small change dollars. No, I won't lie, that stings. That's probably around what many people pay for their first whole car. On the other hand, that'll probably get you an oil change and maybe some spark plugs on a modern Ferrari. And I think it's only the third repair bill over $1,000 that I've had with this car in my 9 years of ownership. Now, just for the record, and for anybody out there who's curious as far as consumer advice, had I just gone ahead and preemptively addressed the potential snap ring failure before anything broke, I might have been out, I'm gonna say at most $2,000 for the entire procedure with way less downtime. Moving on though, let's not get hung up on how broke I am, and instead let's focus on where we go from here. Namely, back to the track at some point. Here's my plan. First, I need to inspect and probably replace both rear wheel bearings. Then she'll need an oil change, a new air filter, and I do want to check the alignment. Finally, I want to take her to a local autocross for a low speed but high stress shakedown that, along with some general road miles, will make sure everything is buttoned up and broken in before we go hit the track. After that, then it's time to go find an event and put another pin in the board. So there's your light at the end of the tunnel. But in the meantime, I've got a bit of work to do. So I'll see you guys in the next video, if not at the track. I'm Richard, and this is about to get back to being a lap of the world.